So this week we're working on a lot of different movements to create space, to let go of tension and all of that force that makes us close off, and create some space and some opening specifically around our spine and around our shoulder joints and our chest. We're going to start out in child's pose with the knees a little bit wider than we usually do so that the spine has some more space to lengthen. And start to walk the fingers out really long on the mat and drop the forehead. Then we'll bend the elbows, draw them back underneath the shoulder joint. Claw the pads of the fingers gently down into the mat, and we'll add a little spin here, opening up the left arm to the ceiling. Press down into your right forearm, into your right palm so that you can open. And then gently turn the head down. Just a gentle rocking, not really pushing hard into the end range. Let's take the left hand behind the back for a little bit of internal rotation. Slide to the opposite hip and roll your left shoulder back even more. Open through your left rib cage. A little rocking with the head. Open the left arm up. Drop the forearm down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Press into the forearm, draw out of the shoulder, open up into the right palm. Rock the head. Turn the palm behind you, drop that thumb to the outside of your left hip, roll your shoulder back. And a little rocking with the head. Open and drop that hand down, slide it out. So let's take our inhale, come up into table, and I'll turn sideways for this one, a little easier to see. We're going to, let's see, I'll do this way. We're going to take the right leg out and then cross it behind your other foot as far as you can, and start to walk your hands over toward the left. So it's a really deep side bend. I'm going to take my left hand and reach back like I'm trying to grab my foot. And you can just rest it on the leg wherever you can reach. But there's this deep opening through my side body here. And I'll walk back through center, drop that knee down. And then we'll switch, left leg goes back, cross it behind the right leg nice and far. Start to walk your hands around to the right. It's a little bit tricky to get that good side bend because it's so much opening through the left side body. Take my right hand back like I'm trying to reach toward my leg. Now keep lifting the weight out of your left shoulder. Make sure you haven't sunk down into it. That hand, walk back through center, take that knee back together. So let's come over into table and just do a lengthening here, drawing the shoulder blades down the back, drawing the lower belly in, lengthening from the crown of the head back through the tailbone. And we'll curl the toes underneath and lift the knees up. So that's our lifted table. Just holding it there. Draw your lower belly in. Keep lengthening the spine. Every time you inhale, spine gets longer. Every time you exhale, belly button draws in more for support. Okay, on your next exhale, roll it back and up into downward facing dog. But we're going to exhale and bend the knees into kind of a chair shape for our down dog. And what we're doing is just pressing back through the hips, trying to create length all the way along the side of the body as the hips draw back, longer and longer. Okay, on your exhale, step your right foot up in between your hands. And right here, this is such a good lengthening and decompression pose because we can press back into the left heel Open all the way up through the back of the leg, through the back of the body, up through the crown of the head. So keep working with that line. And then we're going to lift up into our lunge, but we're going to go about 45 degrees with it. Nice angle. I'm trying to line up the upper body with the back leg. Fan the fingers open and reach them back. Now align the neck. Tuck the chin back slightly and try to open up that space in between the back of the shoulders and the back of the skull. And then we'll float the arms up. Make that line even longer. Fingertips back to the heel. Keep reaching them in opposite directions. Exhale, sweep it back. Drop the hands down. Step the right leg back. Sink down into the knees. Get into that chair shape. Wrap the shoulders around. Get that good external rotation so that your shoulder joint is safe. And then we step the left foot up. Lengthen your lunge. Press back through your right heel. Open up through that point at the crown of the head. A little bit of heaviness down into the hips. And then when you're ready, come up into your lunge. Reach the fingers back. And feel that whole line lengthening. Inhale, arms come up. Getting even longer there, reaching through the fingertips, back to the right heel, sweeping the arms back, dropping down, and we'll come back into that chair-shaped down dog. Now let's straighten the legs. We're going to do a nice walking split up to the front of the mat. And what this is, just lift one leg, and then place it down a few inches forward. Lift the other leg, extend back through the leg, try to emphasize that opening, and then take a step. And then eventually you find yourself in a nice forward bend at the top of the mat. Let the head hang down. Let's take the hands onto the back of the neck. Create that cradle with the fingers, and the thumbs go right into that suboccipital region, right underneath the bumps. You can do a little sway and a little rock. Very, very gently. Let the arms come down, hold on to opposite elbows. Soften into it. Keep a little bit of bend in the knees so that there's more release, more drop through the lower back. Release the arms down. Let's take our inhale. We need to come halfway up, totally straight. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. And then we're going to bring the arms up to the ears. Exhale, sweep them back to the hips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We'll pause here, reaching back with the fingertips. And just like we do in table, we're going to inhale, stretch the spine out. Exhale, draw the lower belly in, give more support to the spine. Then on your exhale, soften forward. See if you want to sway side to side with the arms. Soften the back. Good. And we're going to soften the right knee. Take the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Anywhere you can reach comfortably. Take the left arm up to the ceiling. Nice twist here. We're trying to roll the left side of your rib cage back. Roll your left shoulder back. Fan open through the fingers really wide. And a little rocking with the head. Neck is soft. Exhale, sweep that down. And then we'll switch. Soften your left knee. Reach your left hand to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, right arm open. Little rock with the head, soften the neck muscles. And then if it feels okay, turn your gaze up to the top fingers, which are really open and reaching. Take your exhale, drop the right hand down. Soften into your forward bend. So we're going to go back the same way that we came up with our walking split. So let's take one leg up nice and high, reach back through the toes, get really long, and then step it behind you. Other leg opens up, step it back. All the way back until you're in your down dog. Bend your knees, come back into that chair shape. Wrap the muscles around the shoulder joint. Take your exhale, drop the knees down. Open them into that wide child's pose and go all the way back. Take your inhale, come back up into sitting. And that was another part of our decompression sequence for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.